Hey everyone, ready to take your communication skills to the next level? Maybe even ace that IELTS speaking test.
Well, you've come to the right place.
That's right. Today we're taking a deep dive into a classic IELTS speaking prompt.
It's one you're likely to encounter.
Describe an exciting journey you once took.
But here's the thing.
This isn't just about the IELTS.
This is about mastering storytelling.
Becoming a more confident and engaging communicator in any situation.
We'll break down what makes a great answer really shine.
And show you how to turn your own travel memories into captivating stories.
That sounds good.
Okay, so to really get a feel for this,
We're going to do something a bit different.
we're each going to take turns playing both the examiner and the candidate.
Using two specific example answers.
Here's the key.
We're going to do it slowly and clearly.
So you can really absorb the language and the structure.
Because hearing these answers performed out loud,
You get a sense of pacing the emphasis.
the way the words come together to create a story that flows.
It's learning by example in action.
Ready to jump in.
All right. So picture this. You're sitting in the IELTS exam room,
Feeling a little nervous.
and I'm the examiner.
I'm ready for you.
The prompt is, describe an exciting journey you once took, you should say. When and where you went on the journey.
What kind of transport you used.
What happened on the journey.
And explain what you remember most about the journey.
Now take your time
Think it through.
and tell me all about it.
Okay. One of the most exciting journeys I ever took was a road trip along the Great Ocean Road in Australia.
Oh, wow.
About 2 years ago.
Nice.
I went during the summer,
Okay.
which honestly was the perfect season to explore the stunning coastline.
Beautiful.
The trip started in Melbourne,
Mm-hmm.
and we drove westward towards a town called Warrnambool,
Okay.
with plenty of scenic stops along the way.
Sounds amazing.
For this journey, we rented a car,
Makes sense.
as it's truly the best way to experience the Great Ocean Road.
Yeah.
Driving along the coast allowed us the freedom to stop whenever we saw something interesting,
That's the best part.
whether it was a viewpoint, a beach, or a charming little town.
You've got to have that flexibility.
The most iconic stretch of the road is the part that passes by the 12 Apostles.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of those.
These are towering limestone formations rising dramatically from the ocean.
They're incredible.
The view was breathtaking,
I bet.
especially at sunset when the light bathed the cliffs in golden hues.
Wow.
What made this journey particularly exciting was the sense of adventure.
Mm-hmm.
On one occasion, we spotted a hidden trail that wasn't on our itinerary.
Ooh, a little detour.
We decided to follow it, and after a short walk, we found ourselves on a secluded beach,
Nice.
completely isolated from the crowds.
That's what it's all about.
It felt like a discovery no one else knew about,
Amazing.
adding a thrilling element to the trip.
I love that.
What I remember most vividly about this journey is the feeling of complete freedom. The combination of spectacular natural beauty, the open road, and the freedom to stop and explore whenever something caught our eye made it an unforgettable experience.
Yeah.
The sound of the waves crashing against the cliffs and the fresh ocean air are memories that have stayed with me ever since.
Wow. That was incredible. You painted such a vivid picture with your words. I felt like I was right there on that road trip with you, feeling that sense of adventure and freedom.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting how you used those specific details like golden hues and secluded beach to make the story come alive.
Thanks. I think those sensory details are so important. It's not just about saying it was beautiful.
Right.
It's about helping the listener actually experience the journey through your words.
Exactly. And you did a fantastic job of covering all the points in the prompt. When the transport, the events, and what you remember most, it was clear, well-structured, and engaging. Now, I did notice a few phrases that might be new to some listeners. For example, you mentioned the iconic stretch of the road.
Right. Iconic is a great word to use when you're talking about something that's widely recognized and represents a place or an idea. Think of it like a symbol. The 12 Apostles are iconic because they're so closely associated with the Great Ocean Road.
Exactly. And you also used the phrase spectacular natural beauty. It's a great way to emphasize the awe-inspiring quality of the scenery. Now let's switch roles. Get ready to be the examiner.
Okay, bring it on. I'm ready to put you in the hot seat. Now remember that same prompt. Describe an exciting journey you once took, you should say. When and where you went on the journey, what kind of transport you used, what happened on the journey, and explain what you remember most about the journey.
All right, I'm ready.
Take your time, think about a journey that stands out in your memory, and tell me all about it.
Okay, one of the most exciting journeys I've ever taken was a city break to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
I went there last year during a long weekend in November,
Sounds fun.
which was perfect timing as the weather was warm but not too humid.
That's good.
I had been wanting to experience the vibrant energy and rich history of this city for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and it certainly didn't disappoint.
I bet.
For transport, I mainly used taxis and ride-hailing apps like Grab,
Okay.
which were both convenient and affordable for getting around the city.
Yeah,
Ho Chi Minh City's traffic is famously chaotic,
it is.
with thousands of motorbikes crisscrossing the streets.
I can imagine.
But it only added to the dynamic atmosphere.
I bet.
I also spent a lot of time walking, especially in the central districts, so I could take in the sights at my own pace.
Makes sense.
One of the highlights of the trip was visiting the War Remnants Museum,
Interesting.
which gave me a deeper understanding of Vietnam's history and the impact of the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
It was both sobering and enlightening.
Wow.
I also explored Ben Thanh Market, where I got to experience the local culture up close.
You got to do that.
From bargaining with vendors to sampling street food like pho and banh mi,
Ooh, delicious.
which were absolutely delicious.
I love those.
One memorable experience was visiting a rooftop cafe in District 1,
Nice.
where I could see the whole city lit up at night.
Wow.
It was truly magical.
I can imagine.
What I remember most about this trip is the vibrancy and contrasts of Ho Chi Minh City. It's a city where modern skyscrapers stand next to colonial-era buildings and where traditional markets coexist with luxury malls. The energy of the city was infectious, and the kindness of the locals made the experience even more special. It was a short trip, but one filled with rich experiences that left a lasting impression on me.
That was fantastic. You really captured the essence of Ho Chi Minh City with your words. I especially loved how you described the chaotic traffic.
Yeah,
It makes me feel like I'm right there in the middle of the hustle and bustle.
it's crazy.
And that rooftop cafe with the city lights, wow, what a magical experience.
It really was.
Yeah.
Speaking of describing experiences, you use the phrase sobering and enlightening to talk about the War Remnants Museum. That's such a powerful way to capture the complex emotions of that place.
Absolutely. Sobering suggests a sense of seriousness and reflection, while enlightening implies a new understanding or awareness. It's a great example of using vocabulary to convey a deeper meaning. And I think it's worth pointing out how you incorporated specific names like Ben Thon Market and Pho and Bonnie.
Yes, those details add authenticity and help the listener connect with your story. Instead of just saying street food, you're giving them specific examples that they can imagine tasting. It's like bringing a little bit of Vietnam into the room with you.
Exactly. So we've heard two very different journeys.
Yeah.
A road trip along a stunning coastline
Right.
and a city break buzzing with energy.
And both answers demonstrated key elements of effective storytelling.
Yeah.
Vivid descriptions, personal anecdotes, and a clear structure that keeps the listener engaged.
Exactly.
But the most important takeaway,
What is it?
there's no one right way to tell a story.
Nope.
It's about finding what makes your journey unique
Absolutely.
and sharing it in a way that resonates with your audience.
Couldn't have said it better myself. All right, so we've heard some great examples.
Those are some pretty amazing journeys.
Now let's shift gears a bit
Time for something new.
and focus on something that can really elevate your storytelling.
And maybe even boost that IELTS score.
Vocabulary.
You're absolutely right. Having a range of vocabulary at your fingertips is like having a set of colorful paints for your language.
It really is.
It allows you to add depth, nuance, and vibrancy to your descriptions.
And guess what?
What's that?
We've compiled a treasure trove of keywords and phrases
Oh, nice.
pulled directly from those awesome example answers we just heard.
Okay, I'm ready to unlock that treasure trove. I'm ready to expand my vocabulary horizons.
Fantastic. Let's start with the Great Ocean Road Trip. Remember that phrase, stunning coastline?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Stunning is a fantastic word to describe something incredibly beautiful and impressive.
It really is.
It evokes a sense of awe and wonder.
And Warrnambool, that was the destination of the road trip, right?
Exactly. Using specific place names demonstrates your knowledge
Shows you've been there,
and adds a touch of authenticity to your narrative.
like you've done your research.
Exactly.
Next up, iconic stretch.
Oh, yes.
That refers to the most famous part of the Great Ocean Road.
Right.
The part with the 12 apostles.
Those incredible rock formations.
Those towering limestone formations.
Yes.
Iconic is a great word to describe something that's widely recognized and admired.
Absolutely.
It's a symbol that represents a place or an idea.
And those golden hues at sunset.
Beautiful.
Hue is a more sophisticated way to say color.
Okay.
And golden really captures the warmth and beauty of the sunset light.
It does.
It paints a vivid picture in the listener's mind.
Then there's sense of adventure.
Oh, I love that.
That feeling of excitement and exploration when you're discovering new places.
Yeah.
This phrase adds a personal touch to the story, showing that the journey wasn't just about sightseeing.
Right.
It was about experiencing something new and exciting.
Absolutely. And don't forget that secluded beach.
Ah, yes. Hidden away from the crowds.
Secluded means hidden away, isolated from the crowds.
Peaceful.
It creates a sense of mystery and exclusivity, making the listener feel like they're discovering a secret paradise along with you.
Right. And the spectacular natural beauty.
Emphasizes the awe-inspiring quality of the surroundings.
Yeah.
It's a more powerful and evocative way to say beautiful scenery.
And that phrase, open road.
Yeah.
It's not just about the physical road.
No, it's not.
It symbolizes freedom.
Freedom.
The ability to travel without restrictions, to explore wherever your heart desires.
Exactly.
It evokes a sense of limitless possibility.
Now, moving on to the Ho Chi Minh City journey, remember that phrase, vibrant energy?
Yes, so much energy.
Vibrant is a great way to describe something full of life, excitement, and movement.
It's like the city itself is pulsing with a contagious energy.
And that chaotic traffic.
Oh, yeah.
A very accurate description of Ho Chi Minh City's streets.
So many motorbikes.
Chaotic means highly busy, disorderly, and maybe a little bit overwhelming.
It can?
But it's that organized chaos that gives the city its unique character.
Exactly. Then we have the War Remnants Museum.
Important place.
This is a specific place that adds historical depth to the journey.
It does.
Mentioning specific landmarks or attractions shows you've done your research and you're engaged with the place you're describing.
And the phrase sobering and enlightening?
Yeah.
Sobering means serious and thought-provoking, while enlightening means educational, bringing new awareness.
Right.
It's a great way to describe an experience that has both emotional and intellectual impact.
Then there's Ben Than Market, another specific landmark.
Another great one.
And the word bargaining.
Oh, yeah, you got a bargain.
This is a great verb to use when describing the lively interactions you might have in a market.
It really is.
It shows you're immersing yourself in the local culture and engaging with the people.
And of course, we can't forget the street food. Pho and banh mi. Again, using specific names of dishes shows your knowledge and adds flavor to your story.
I love it.
And don't be afraid to throw in some sensory details like delicious or aromatic to really bring the experience to life.
That rooftop cafe.
Ah, yes, with the city views.
Rooftop suggests a unique vantage point offering panoramic views of the city.
Beautiful.
It creates a sense of elevation and allows you to see the city from a different perspective.
And the phrase vibrancy and contrasts.
Yeah.
This captures the essence of Ho Chi Minh City.
It does.
The dynamic mix of old and new, traditional and modern.
A city that's constantly evolving,
It is.
yet holds on to its rich history.
And finally, lasting impressions.
Such a powerful phrase.
This emphasizes the impact the journey had.
Yeah.
Even though it was a short trip, it suggests that the experience stayed with you long after you returned home.
So true.
So there you have it.
A whole arsenal.
A whole arsenal of powerful vocabulary to spice up your IELTS answers.
Take some time to really absorb these words and phrases. Consider how you might use them when describing your own exciting journeys.
Now it's your turn.
Are you ready to step into the role of the candidate?
Let's revisit that IELTS prompt one last time.
Okay, bring it on.
Describe an exciting journey you once took, you should say. When and where you went on the journey, what kind of transport you used, what happened on the journey, and explain what you remember most about the journey.
All right, listeners, time to put your skills to the test.
Take your time. Think about a journey that holds a special place in your heart, and then tell us all about it.
Use the vivid vocabulary and storytelling techniques we've discussed today.
Remember, there's no right or wrong answer.
It's all about expressing yourself clearly, confidently, and engagingly. So we've journeyed through example answers.
We've dissected vocabulary.
And now it's your turn.
Time to take the wheel.
Think of this as your opportunity to practice
To craft a captivating story.
about one of your own exciting journeys.
Remember,
The IELTS exam.
it's not just about proving your language skills.
It's about showcasing your ability
To communicate effectively.
and engage your listener.
It's like taking all the tools we've explored today.
Vivid descriptions, strong vocabulary,
A clear structure.
and using them to paint a picture with your words.
Exactly. And don't forget those personal
The
touches.
little details that make your story unique and memorable.
Think about the sights, the sounds, the smells.
The emotions that you want to convey.
Now here's a challenge for you.
as you prepare for the IELTS.
Or simply aim to enhance your communication skills.
Try recording yourself answering that prompt.
It's a fantastic way to become more aware
Of your pacing, your pronunciation.
and your overall delivery,
It's like having a personal coach.
helping you fine-tune your storytelling abilities.
And remember, even native English speakers can benefit from this exercise.
It's all about continuous improvement.
Honing those communication skills.
So go out there
Embrace the power of storytelling.
and let your voice be heard.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into building better communication skills.
We hope you've gained valuable insights.
And feel inspired to share your own exciting journeys.
Remember, the journey of learning and growth never truly ends.
Keep exploring, keep practicing.
And keep those stories coming.
Until next time, happy travels.